What's up, Matt from Urchfab here. Today I'm going to be doing a quick little video showing you how to work out the rotational speed of your table so that you can get the correct weld profile that you're trying to, whatever weld profile you're trying to achieve. I'll show you how to get that onto your rotating part. So this is the setup I used. I'm pretty sure I actually got this out of a scrap bin. The rotating handle had been snapped off of it. So perfect for this. There's lots of different things like this that you can get hold of cheap, or you can obviously get the proper weld positioning things fairly cheap nowadays. The issue with something like this is obviously you have no reference for the speed. I'm just using a drill, and then I just use one of these clamps, tighten it or loosen it to get the speed right, and then instead of taking it off I just release the battery so that that'll stay in the same place, and if I'm doing 50 parts it's going to stay spinning at the same speed. And if you're doing little small parts that have a weld all the way around, just having a little setup like this will save you so much time, and you get a really consistent looking weld. It looks like it's been done with a really expensive piece of machinery when in fact it's been done with a drill and a bit of scrap. So the question people always ask, how do you set the speed? So here is an easy way to work out how to set the speed. First thing we're going to do, going to get some scrap. This is our part that we're going to weld up today, which is just a washer and a bit of tube. I'm going to run a weld in here as I normally would at the normal travel speed to get whatever profile I would normally want to see at the end of it. Whilst I do that, I'm going to count in my head to 5. From the point I start to the point I stop is going to be 5 seconds. I'll count out loud. You might not hear me because the welder is going to be going, but all I'm going to do is a 5-second weld. So in 5 seconds I have welded 34 millimeters of weld across there. So I could just stick that on there. That's going to be hot still, so it's going to melt the tape, but that's how far I've travelled in 5 seconds. Stick that onto the round part that I'm now going to attempt to weld. Stick that in the centre. Now you just want a pointer to reference a point from, which will be where you're welding. If you're going to be looking from this side, you want to rotate the part away from you so that you can watch the weld running where you want it to go, and you'll also see the where you started coming around. When I hit my mark, I'm going to count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it didn't make it to my second line, so I'm going too slow. I know I need to go a little bit quicker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm pretty happy with that speed, so we'll weld that. So as you can see, nice profile on that weld, which is pretty much identical to the test we did in terms of its profile. Same size. Looks good. So that is pretty much it. There's better ways of getting a consistent sort of adjustment on the, I've seen people use hose clamps and like little bolted clamps to get the adjustment a bit finer on there, but use whatever you need to use. And yeah, that's it really. Evolution Tools gave me a discount code which they've extended to the end of June now, so you can get 10% off of anything on the Evolution site. Just use the code ERCHFAB when you go through to the checkout and you'll get 10% off anything on the site. There's a link in the description to their site if you want to check out any of their stuff. That's going to be it for this one. Cheers for watching. See you on the next one.